Hi everyone. For the rest of the week, we're still working with money, but we're going to be working with dividing money instead of multiplying, take away, or adding money. So, again, like with the other ones, it's the same. Dividing money is the same as dividing anything, except at the end, you're going to put in a cent or a euro sign. That's the only difference. But even though you know how to do it, I'm going to go back over it because it's been a while since we've done division, so you might not remember. And the first thing that we need to remember in our class, anyway, is no matter what the sum looks like, so if it looks like this or a line here or with this division sign, it doesn't matter. We always change them to be like this one with the line on top. So if you have a look at question 1a, 32 cent divided by 2, they have the line under, but we're going to do it like we always do with the line on top. So it's going to look like this for us. So the first part of it is 2 into 3. So for division, we're thinking about if it fits in. Now there's two ways to figure it out and two ways to see if you can start the sum or not, because sometimes it doesn't even fit into the first number. But the way that we think about it is the number on the outside is the foot and the number on the inside is the shoe. If you have a size 2 foot, is it going to fit into a size 3 shoe? Yeah, it's going to fit in. The shoe is going to be too big, but that's okay. There'll be a bit of space. It will still fit in. And the other way to do it is with your tables. So we're going to do our tables to figure it out. So I know already, because I've checked with feet and shoes, if it's going to fit in. I know it's going to fit in. And now I'm going to use my tables to figure out how many times. So with 2 tables, I'm going to say 2, 4. Okay, that's already too big. So it doesn't fit in twice. But it did fit in once because I started off with 2. And 2 does fit into 3. So it did fit in once. And then I need to count from 2 up to 3 to see what's left over. So when I count 2, 3, one more, one left over. So that one that's left over gets carried down here. And now, instead of 2 into 2, now I've got 2 into 12, because that counts as a 12 now. So I know by feet and shoes that it's going to fit in, because 2 is definitely smaller than 12. So I'm just going to use my tables now to see how many times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it fit in 6 times. And then my last step is to put in my cent. So what I figured out is that 32 cent divided by 2 is 16 cent. Now you'd use that really if you had 32 cent and you wanted to divide it evenly between 2 people. So if you wanted to share that with yourself and one more person, you get exactly 16 cent each. So if you look at the book, question 1, 2, and 3 are basically all the same. And apart from, changing the line to be up on top, that's all you need to do. And then they're all the same type of sums. Question 4 is different, not because it has a line or a dividing sign, but because it has a euro sign instead of a cent sign. So this time we're working with euros instead of cents. It's not a huge difference though, but I'm going to show you. So this is for A, and it is 45 euro this time instead of cent, divided by 9. And I chose this one because it's not going to work out so easily as the other one. So if I think about 9 into 4, again, I think of feet and shoes. If I have a size 9 foot, is it going to fit into a size 4 shoe? No, that shoe is way too small for me. So 9 into 4 won't work. Before I start that, I'm going to put my euro sign here. If you want, you can put it in at the end. So I know 9 doesn't fit into 4, so that means I have to put the 0 up here. 0 times doesn't fit. So I carry this 4 over here, and I'm going to cross out that 4 because it's in my way. You don't have to cross it out, as I always say. You can leave it there if you want. Now I've got 9 into 45. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. 5 times. Remember, again, just like multiplication, if you don't know your tables, you can draw groups. It'll be in a different way. You'll draw 9 groups, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's one group. I've got 9 altogether. Then I could do another group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count them up. I had 9, then I had 18, then I count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 27, and so on until eventually I would get to 45 and it would be 5 groups. So you can still use groups if you don't know your tables. It's just the other type of groups where we draw the numbers in beside them. So after that, then it changes again on question 5, and the reason that it changes is not because of the line. We're always going to do our line on top, but the reason that it changes is because it has a euro sign and a decimal point this time. But again, it's no huge difference. So here's our example for 5A, and I chose this one on purpose as well because this is an example of when it fits in exactly without carrying over. Sometimes people forget how to do those ones. So because the euro is there, I am going to start with a euro sign again. I'm going to keep it in the same place. And my first thing to think of is, if I have a size 3 foot, will it fit into a size 3 shoe? Yes, perfectly, once. So because the decimal point is next, I'm going to put the decimal point in next again. And then I have 3 into 6. I'm going to do my tables. 3, 6 fits in exactly twice. So that means I don't have to carry anything over. So I'm finished with this number and I'm finished with this number. Remember, you don't have to cross them off if you don't want to, but sometimes it helps. So now my last part of the sum is 3 into 6. Let's do my tables again. 3, 6, twice again. So I have figured out that €3.66 divided by 3 is €1.22. Or another way to think about it, if I had €3.66 and I wanted to share it between 3 people, they would get €1.22 each, because that's what dividing is really all about. And then these are basically all the same as each other. This one is back to having no decimal point, so it's actually easier. But the only thing is that could be difficult is if you have to carry. I don't know. I don't think you'll find it difficult, but I'll show you an example of it anyway. So question 8A will be one where you have to carry. So we didn't have to carry over anything in this, and we will have to carry over in this one, but I think you'll be fine with it. So again, the euro signs here, I'm going to put my euro sign to start. Will 2 fit into 5? And I'm not going to use my shoe trick because I know that 2 is smaller than 5, so I know it's going to fit in. So let's do my tables. 2, 4, 6. Okay, it's not 3 times because I'm after going too far, so I'll try it again. 2, 4. Okay, so it fits in twice. Now I need to count from 4 up to 5 to see what's left over. So if I start on 4, 5, I only had to go one more time. So that's the one that I'm carrying over. I'm putting it here. I'm putting my decimal point in here because that's where it is down there. So I'm going to copy it again. Now 2 into 17 is pretty high. I'm going to start my 2 times tables. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I'm after going too high. So that was 9 times, and it's not going to work. So I'm going to start it again. So it means I can't go to 18. I'm going to have to stop on the one before it gets to 18. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So it fit into 16 8 times. And then now I need to count from 16 up to 17 to see what's left over. So 16, 17. Okay, just one again. And now, because it's starting to look confusing, I'm going to cross these all off. I'm done with them. You don't have to if you don't want to. So now I can see clearly that I'm on 2 into 16. Then I need to do my tables again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 8 times. So now I know that 5.76 divided by 2 gives me €2.88. Or €5.76 if I divide it between 2 people, they'll get €2.88 each.